Good morning. Sitting down to do the pre-market routine. So just getting, I think a swim pulled up. And I took two pre-market trades this morning. Let's take a peek at those real quick because I'm kind of punked out again. I was trading WLGS this morning, getting in off of this little pullback of this channel, giving it extra room though. So took 50 shares. I was giving this a stop of $1.60. You see, I got out at $1.65 though. I adjusted my stop, and first trade would have hit target. But this thing curled, came down, tried to get back in at my initial entry, ended up getting filled at $1.78. Traded this back up to the top of the channel, basically 195, 20 cents move. And look at this thing go. It's just trading right along that edge right there. So I'm a little upset at myself already this morning, but not going to let it fluster me too bad. I'm going to just duplicate that channel, drop it, and now you actually see how it's really trading. It's just trading right along that edge, came down to the base. That's where I got in. I kind of knew when this got back up to 175 it was going, but did not trust the trade. Didn't trust the trade. Let's go ahead and jump into the pre-market. Not liking what I'm seeing on the SPY right now. SPY had kind of grinded up pre-market, what it usually does after this big move yesterday. And we are giving quite a bit of that back this morning. Just trying to kind of visualize how to draw these. And what I am going to do instead of doing that is just duplicate these out a little ways. And then I'll come back and remove those that aren't in play. So this should start basing right there, pretty much where it's hitting it. And like I said, I will remove these that aren't in play, but this just makes it easier for me to kind of get these channels in place, as opposed to, and actually what I can do is just activate this one and move it up, take it from being down at the bottom. Notice how it's coming into play right there. And I'll do the same with this one. So on the hourly, we have not really, I'll just, like I said, delete the ones that aren't in play. We have not really broken this little uptrend, but this candle needs to get a tail on it. I would like to see this candle get a tail. And what I will do now, we'll roll with that. I'll clean that up a little bit in a few minutes. Let's take a peek at Apple real quick. On the hourly, we see that Apple is coming back under its weekly. These are not in play, so we're going to remove those. If you look, that is the trend right there, coming right off of the weekly up channel. Let's do a little more house cleaning. This is a rough one to kind of visualize. You come over to the 4 hour though, you do see the uptrend that we've been in. It's a little choppy. definitely is a little choppy, and I think we have to be getting some news right now that's causing this to kind of just bleed. But let us see. Change that to a trend line. I'm gonna go with this base right here that I'm seeing. And I'm gonna look for this to hopefully hold right there, because the weekly is a fairly strong weekly is a fairly strong area of support. So if that doesn't hold, it's going to get it back down off of this line. And this is just a trend line, so I'm going to remove it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to look for right there. We do have some key areas. You got to get over the previous day's close, get back over previous day's high. So Apple probably is not going to be one that's going to be at the top of my list. Let's look at Microsoft, or I'm sorry, AMD. AMD, let's get rid of that channel. It's still trading in this hourly up channel, just trading along the top of it. What I'll do is activate this one here, and I'm going to just move it up instead of creating a new one. Let's go ahead and see if we can get these to line up on the intraday chart. There we go. So AMD is just kind of chugging along, still kind of making new highs. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon is not one that I really trade, but a couple of the guys in the Discord are always watching it. So I did go ahead and add it to my list. Get some housekeeping done. Looking at this one, I see the channel about right there. This was just a test trying to get out of it. I'll redraw that as a channel. I'm going to use these wicks coming right down through there. So we are at the top of that channel. It's kind of rejecting it. That's why we will duplicate it. Go ahead, stack it. And I do need to make those blue, just so that I know that those are hourly channels. The way it just makes it easier. And actually, before I do that, just to keep that chart a little cleaner. Now we can edit this, turn it blue. We're good with that. So again, this time of morning, I'm just trying to find my hourly areas. Google, I'm not gonna mark again. This is one that it's just on my list because others in the Discord trade it. Let's take a peek at Meta. And did I lose my internet? I might have. Be right back. Let me see. I think that's what just happened. Nope. Yeah, there we go. It's just slow this morning. Slow this morning. Let's go ahead. Let's get rid of. Let's click it down there so we make sure we get rid of. Shamo. Let's get rid of this channel. Yeah, we see Meta still in its same channel from yesterday, which is good. Get rid of that arrow. Get rid of that one. So that's easy. Don't have to do much with that. Let's check out NVDA. Man, NVDA is sweet right now. Let's take a peek. This internet is extremely slow this morning. Let's see. Not using much memory, so that's not the problem, but I'll still collect the garbage. And if you're using Thinkorswim, you definitely want to go to help and collect garbage every so often to kind of clear out your memory. But it's just no longer in play on NVDA. And look at it on the weekly chart. That's nice. Trying to make that move back up to the top of the channel. Let's go ahead and let's draw this one using those points right there. Redraw it as a channel. Kind of want to draw this one big, but I'm not. We'll keep it tight. Let's edit it. We'll change that to blue. Turn right extension on, and then we'll duplicate it and stack it. So that's what I see on NVDA, and I will put another one up top. I like to at least have 3 of these. Anything more than 3 is kind of getting overbearing. Look at the SPY just tanking. That's not what I want to see. And look at Tesla, and that's going to be it for this morning. Again, keep these charts clean by getting rid of areas that aren't coming into play. That actually keeps Thinkorswim running a little smoother. That was a bad drop. Let's come here to there. Redraw that as a channel. That's that first channel right there. And this seems like work. This is the work that you definitely have to do in the mornings to make your trading session what it needs to be once the market opens. Let me look at something real quick. Wow. So Tesla is really what I'm going to be liking this morning. If this can catch support off of previous day's close, that is one that I'm really going to be looking at. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I think I need to reboot this computer because it is extremely laggish this morning. If you popped in and checked out the video, I appreciate it because I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent doing this. And I hope to start live recording my trades. It's probably going to be a couple more months though. But again, thanks for checking me out, and we'll be back at it at the end of the day to see what we did. Thanks. Peace.